Hey guys. So this is going to be the first episode of the garden tours that I'm going to start doing. So every Wednesday there'll be a video uploaded and I'm just going to be out in the garden taking you through it, letting you guys see the vegetables and the fruits, and talk about any diseases if there's any, maybe some of the bugs that are in there, why we have things planted where they're planted, and then yeah, just talk about the garden and take you guys through it. So here we go. So this is the we call this the raised beds area. Right now it's the middle of April, so we have our lettuce, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts all planted in these 3 beds down through here. So that is our cabbage here, looking all fine and healthy. And then we've got some lettuce here, and then another row of some red cabbage. And I'll take you down to here. We've got more red cabbage here, some lettuce for some salads. Got some Brussels sprouts coming up right here. And then in our last box down here, we've got a couple more rows of Brussels sprouts. We've got cauliflower and some broccoli. So we do have more stuff planted. I'll go to the other side of the garden. But right up here where these 3, I don't think you can see them from back here, but we planted some blueberry bushes here as well. So we've got our blueberry bushes here, and we've got 3 of them inside of the old tomato cages. We are repurposing our tomato cages this year. We're going to make new. And then down here around the garage here, we've got some chives there, and then we've got our strawberry patch going on down here in this corner, and they've kind of taken over down through. We are in the process of getting ready to build a new box and transplant all of that over into that box and have it just confined to the one area. Now this year we do plan on putting all of our hot, exotic, spicy peppers around the garage. We are going to be filling up these 3 boxes here with all kinds of tomatoes, and then I think I'm going to be able to fit in that small, actually it's just these 2 L-shaped boxes we're going to do tomatoes with, and then in the center one there is going to be where our banana peppers and bell peppers are going. And then if you come over here to this area, the earth bed, sometimes I'll refer to it as the flats. This is where we've got some things planted, some things not yet. Right here we have gotten our onions, so you can kind of see them there. Some sprouts. These are the yellow onions here, and then in the row behind those we have red onions coming up down through there. Now of those, we just have 10 each of the onions because I'm not a big onion eater, and we can always come out and like succession plant. We're gonna try that this year. That's gonna be new. And then next up here, where I've got this string going right here, it goes all the way down. I planted our carrot seeds the other day or other week ago, and I'm not seeing any coming up right now. I think I might see one popping up, I'm not for sure. And then down through this area here is going to be our lima beans, I'll show it this way. Down through here, it's gonna be green beans. In these green cages, we're gonna have our cucumbers. And then back along this line, back through here, kinda, there's not really a line there anymore. I've got our peas planted. So we've got a lot going on in the garden over here this year. And then something new that we've added, Trey came up with this brilliant idea. We didn't come up with the idea until after we already planted our carrots and our onions, but we have this box back here, and this has got all of our potatoes in it. So in each bucket we have about 2 to 3, maybe 1 potato plant. In the white buckets there in the back we have Yukon Gold, and then in the red buckets we've got Potomac red potatoes. Down in between the buckets we've got sand down there, to try to help with keeping the bugs kind of down and out. And we also do have drain holes in each bucket. So we were gonna put a like a hinge on the top part of the little lips, but we can get the buckets in and out just fine, so we're just gonna leave that be. And then something else. Oh, what else are we gonna add into the earth bed this year? Down along, yeah, it's gonna be 2 rows to carry on down from where the onions were. We're gonna be putting tomatillos, I can never say that word, something, TOMATILLOS is what we're putting there. And then down at the very end of those, because there's only going to be like 9 of those plants, and I can fit about 14 plants down through here. So I'm going to put marigold down here because marigold helps deter pests, and marigold does really well with a lot of plants in the garden. Then we're gonna change direction with our rows, and we're gonna have 2 rows going down through here with A-frame trellises for squash and zucchini. So we're gonna have squash on one side and zucchini on the other. And then we have a 10 by 10 square over here, and that's where our corn is gonna go. We got some sweet corn and some sunflowers. Sunflowers and corn do amazing together. So we're gonna put them over here in this back corner. I do have another set of corn that I'm gonna wanna put, but I haven't figured out where I wanna put that, because it's gonna be ornamental corn. Some people call it Indian corn. That's what I grew up being told it was Indian corn. Some people call it ornamental. Either way, we're gonna be growing some of that. We want to do a 10 by 10 square, but I need to keep it away from my sweet corn up here in this far corner, because if they're too close together, the wind can have them cross-pollinate, and we don't want that. So yeah, but that's really it out here in the garden area. But I can take you guys inside and show you the grow station. There's all kinds of stuff going on in there, and it's like some things are kind of like half dead, but we'll get in there and try and get that and show you guys all those. Alright, so we're in here at the grow station. Like I said, some things are living, some things are kind of dead. I forget about this being here, to be quite honest. So over here we've got some seedlings for our bell peppers, tomatoes, and I've got some herbs back there. All of these in the pots here are exotic hots. So we have things like Carolina Reapers, Chinese 5-color, peach ghost, orange scotch bonnet, 7-pot chihuahuas, Trinidad scorpion, all kinds of hot peppers. Up here is our banana and jalapeno. Most of these are kind of like dead. Some are doing okay, some are not. I need to get back in here because, yeah. And then up here we've got our lemongrass, which is like dead. If you can't tell, it's bad. This is bad. Lord. There's some cayenne back there, and then there's a Trinidad scorpion. There's also some cayenne in here, but that's pretty much it on the grow station in here. I do need to start some seeds for squash, zucchini, and cucumber, but last year when I started those on March 20th, and they were like overflowing bad. Huge plants by the time we were able to actually get them out and in the ground the 1st of May. So within like a couple weeks. So I'm trying to just hold off and start those seeds and give myself just like 2 weeks before I plant them out, just because how quick they grew last year on me. So, but that is it in the grow station. I covered over everything that's out in the garden. There's not much going on out there. There's a lot of weeds. I need to get out there and weed, but we just had 2 full days of rain, so it's kind of muddy. So yeah, but if you like the video, give me a like, comment anything below. Subscribe if you would like to start seeing these every Wednesday. And I'll be back in the garden next Wednesday.